Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Evolutions, and today got a banger video. A little bit different, a little bit of a change of pace, a little bit more dialogue than normal. But we're gonna be talking about the state of MultiVersus, my opinion on MultiVersus, and ultimately if we're gonna be quitting MultiVersus. So guys, today is the 6th, right? Battle Pass. Okay, Battle Pass. Hold up. Event. Okay. Ends in 10 days and 12 hours, ranked Season 2. So, at the beginning of the season, we got Samurai Jack, and then we recently got Beetlejuice. Samurai Jack was phenomenal, and then Beetlejuice was kind of underwhelming. But the update itself kind of saved MultiVersus, not gonna lie. The mid-season update of Season 2 saved MultiVersus. I'm not gonna lie. They addressed a lot of issue, and they also addressed that they're gonna be fixing issues that might have not been addressed or have just begun addressed, right? So right now, the state of MultiVersus is kind of in a awkward, coincidental area, right? And what I mean by coincidental is, so if you are a true fighting game player, you know that when fighting games, they get announced or they get released, they have a peak and then they just dwindle off, right? So that's what happens in any fighting game, right? But MultiVersus, they're smart enough to know, okay, let's make this into seasons. That way people have incentives to come back, which is really good in my opinion. So Season 2, peak. Samurai Jack, peak. Beetlejuice, it was like right here. And then the update just kind of bumped it up a little bit. And then they remain consistent. And then it's kind of getting old now, right? Which is what happens. That's normally what happens. People get bored of things. New games come out. Competition. All that stuff. I personally think MultiVersus, outside of, the end bit of Season 2, I think MultiVersus is in a spectacular state from what it was when it first launched. I think the game is headed in the right direction. I think they are making the proper updates, the proper adjustments now. Are they doing it in a good, timely manner? I personally don't think so. But then again, I'm not a dev, I'm not a creator, so I don't know how long that takes. But what I do think is they kind of need to pick up the pace on these adjustments. I think they need to start addressing these low-tier characters. Let's take a look at the roster real quick. All right. So in rank, and if you guys watch my streams, you know how rank goes down. You run into like 5 characters: Morty, Tom and Jerry, Arya Stark, who else? You run into Bugs. And then you run into Jokers. Those are 5 characters. Out of how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 29. I don't know if I'm good at math, but there's several characters. Right? And out of those characters, out of the whole roster, I'm going to go over the characters that are bad and need to be adjusted expeditiously. And then you can compare the amount of bad characters to the bad characters to the good characters, right? So we got Banana Guard, trash. Right? Beetlejuice, I don't care what y'all say, trash. Garnet, trash. Jake, trash. Jason, trash. I don't care. I think he's trash. LeBron, trash. Marvin the Martian, trash. Rain Dog, trash. Steven Universe, trash. Stripe, trash. Velma, garbage. Like, there's so many characters on this roster that are just terrible and unplayable. And sure, you have your Shaggys, your Samurai Jacks, Iron Giant, he's so annoying. Right, you have your Finn, he's okay now. He's Agent Smith, he's okay too. There's only 5 characters that I run into when I play ranked. That is a huge problem. I never run into LeBrons and Master Rank. Ever. I never run into Stevens. I haven't ran into a Steven in weeks. Ricks, barely run into them. Stripes, rarely ever run into them. Supermans, don't run into them. I don't run into anyone other than those 5 characters. So my thing is, player first games need to buff these bad characters, because if there is no variety, you kind of find yourself in a situation where there's a meta, right? And right now I believe it's a mage meta, right? The Mortys, the Tom and Jerry's, Bugs, yeah, those characters are annoying, and they are forced in such a playstyle that it's annoying. It's not fun to play. It puts assassins at a disadvantage. Harley dies super easy. Although people say she's broken, she's really not. She's really not. I play her at a high level. People know how to deal with Harley, and they have dealt with Harley. Like, yes, I'm master rank, but people also just know how to deal with Harley. And I'm not saying, oh, I can't do more or whatever. I can play the match, and I play at a high level. I play competitively. But if the character was actually broken, like, I would be getting so further on and carried by the character, but I don't. I put in work, I make the reads, I put in the time, I put in the effort, I grind to make myself be able to play with Harley at a high level, right? So they need to buff the bad characters, because there's no variety, and it makes the game boring. It makes the game put in a situation where it is now, where people don't want to play until season 3. Why? Because of the hype of the new character. People get bored of the game, they're like, okay, I'll just wait for the new character. Why? Because there's no variety in the characters. You have all these characters, and they're not good. They're not good to play. I played Garnet, and sure, I got her to what? I got demoted. I was Diamond, right? I got demoted. She's fun to play, but she's bad. Once you get in Diamond Elo, it's very hard to perform with her, because she is just so low tier. So low tier. And yes, I can grind to master rank if I really wanted to, but why would I want to play Garnet when I can play characters like Joker, when I can play characters like Bugs, when I can play Tom and Jerry, when I can play Arya Stark? For what? No reason. There's no reason to play a character like Garnet when there's characters like Arya that exist, right? That means that there's no balance, there's no variety, and that makes the game overall boring, and people don't want to play. Me personally, I got Harley to master rank, and I was like, let me pick up another character that it will be fun. And I was like, you know what? I always want to play Garnet. I know she's low tier, but let's give it a run. People loved it. It was cool. Garnet is super fun to play with, but she's just so low tier to the point where it's like, she has a ceiling, right? And it's kind of underwhelming, or it's kind of discouraging to play her, because she just gets comboed so badly. Her tools aren't as good. Yeah, she has good tools, but they're not as good, and she's slow, right? Her jab combo isn't really that good. It whiffs so many times. I get punished for it all the time. But yeah, guys, you guys need to buff the bad characters. That way it adds a variety. That way people play more characters. That way people learn matchups better. That way I don't run into the same 3 to 5 characters a day. And I stream for like 3 to 6 hours. Monday through Friday, by the way. 3 to 6 hours, and I run to the same 5 characters. There should be no reason why that's a thing. At all. So yeah, definitely buff the bad characters. And yo, what is going on with these maps? What is going on with these maps in ranked? Alright, select map. Why is Water Tower in ranked? Who came up with that idea? It should really just be Trophy's Edge 1v1, Teen Titans, Sky Arena, and Batcave. That's it. It shouldn't be. First of all, Dexter's Laboratory is trash. These platforms are pointless. Who even thought of this? Platforms are terrible. And the city of Townsville is such a big map that if you're fighting a Morty or Tom and Jerry, you're cooked. It's over with. They're gonna run around. They have so much space to run, and you're cooked. Dexter's Laboratory, the platforms, The platforms are so bad in this map and pointless because there's like, first of all, the ground level, and then the first barrier, and then the small second barrier. It just gets in the way of comboing and laddering. It just gets all in the way, and it ruins so many combos. It's an annoying map, and it is too small. I feel like you die off the side way too easily. The court. What's even the point of adding this map? I don't even see it in rank. Like, it would be cool for it to be in rank, but like, you guys didn't put the court in rank, but you guys thought water tower would be good in rank. Like, look at the platforms on this map. That Warner Bros. Water tower barrier or platform is pointless. Like, that should just be background visuals. The two platforms, cool, but that middle platform, no need for it. Unnecessary. It gets in the way. It ruins it. It's so hard to just run around or chase characters that like to run away from with that freaking platform there. Another thing, guys, where are the perks? All of my characters run the same thing. Snowball effect, last stand, pugilist. That's all I have to run. And then the signature perk, whoop-de-doo. Like, there's no perks. Where's triple jump? Where's Tasmanian trigonometry? Where's ice to meet you? Like, where are these other perks? What about Kryptonian skin? Where is that perk? Where are the perks? Why were they removed? Why is the only perk that's anti-projectiles have to be a parry? Parry and enemy projectile reflected. How often do you guys land a parry, let alone a projectile? Another perk that's anti-projectile. Protective momentum. Your team gains a projectile shield after running on the ground in the same direction for at least 0.5 seconds. Okay. So I know what you're thinking, well, this is really good because after 0.5 seconds you get a shield, but you have to be on the ground. You have to be on the ground. And if you switch directions, it's deactivated. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. This perk is trash. It's trash. It's useless. No one uses this. No one uses this at all. These are the only two viable perks for team perks. Snowball effect. That's one we'll dock. Why is there no variety? There's no variety, and there's no creativity. There's no uniqueness for builds. You can't build a certain character a certain way like you were able to in the beta because there's no perks. Why are there no perks? It doesn't make sense to me. You guys had a lot of perks and then you removed them. For what? For what? It added so much counter playability. You were able to throw on certain perks that counter certain matchups. It's like, man, like this perk, protective momentum, had a good bit of potential, but the fact that once you switch directions, it goes off is like, come on. You know how many times you gotta switch directions? And you have to, not only do you have to move in a certain direction, but you have to continuously move for the shield to be up. You can't just stand still and the shield be up. You have to always be on the move. So essentially, you have to be running at the projectile. Pointless. Pointless. Perk is useless. It's not good. Perks. Another thing. Why? If there's no perks, why do I have 32,175 perk currency? For what? What? For what? I have so many hours put on this game and I don't have all the perks. Because they're trash. The other perks are trash. Troll tactics? Why? Airwalker is pretty cool, but it's very situational. Very, very situational. It's not even worth it in my opinion. Pugilist is the only viable perk in standard. Second wind beneath your wings. You refresh all air abilities after ringing on them. Useless. Armor crush. Your fully charged attacks break armor. Fully charged attacks take long, or just as long as other armor attacks to go off. So how can you time this right? You can't. The answer is you can't time this. This is pure luck. You can't react and then use it and then counter armor. You have to get lucky. You have to make a read. Why do I have to make a read for a perk to work? When other perks are just your melee attack deal increased damage. Why do I have to do maximum effort for a perk to work? Shouldn't it just be a perk? Battle passes, I'm not gonna lie. The battle passes are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But the fighter currency, guys, y'all gotta step it up. You guys have to step it up because there should be no reason why I have so many hours on this game and only have 2,500 character currency, right? And mind you, you guys are free to play, so I get it, but make the characters more accessible. That way people want to play the game more, or people get to use a variety of characters and have a variety to pick from. People come into my chat saying they don't have all the characters, or like, oh, how'd you get all the characters? People are stuck playing Shaggy and like another character that they bought that turns out they don't even like this character. Like, why can't you just make all the characters either cheaper or make character currency so easy to get? And rifts, no one really cares about rifts, bro. No one cares about rifts at all. No one cares. No one cares. Why are we still getting character currency? I just don't get it. We don't want character currency. I mean, not character currency, perk currency. Why am I'm getting spammed with perk currency? But there's more characters in the game that there are perks, so why am I getting more perk currency than character currency? There's just things that I don't get that I feel like they need to adjust. Also, this game has got into a trend of characters, and by characters I mean Taz, being able to just use side special, side special, side special, side special, and just winning. I've done it myself on live stream. This character doesn't take any skill. I'm sorry. If you're a Taz main, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. You can agree to disagree. Whatever. This character doesn't take any skill, bro. Doesn't take any skill. You can't interact with this character. Why is this a thing? You guys have this be a thing for the whole duration of the relaunch, but yet you nerf Harley, who's not even broken. You guys nerfed Morty in a certain way where, first of all, Morty's still broken, but he still received nerfs to the point where he has to run away and camp. So not only are people complaining about Morty, but you guys nerfed him to the point where he has to camp and play lane. His auto, his jab is terrible. All the characters that you see right now are forced to play in a certain playstyle. You can't switch it up. You can't play it a certain way. You have to play in that character's play. Lack of creativity is killing this game. Not fun. It's not fun, guys. It's not fun at all. Tired of it. I'm getting bored of this season. I'm waiting for the next season. I want to play Powerful. I want to pick them up. But as you can see, the levels that I have my characters, most of them are like under 5. Velma 1, Tom and Jerry 1. I never use these characters because they're not good. They're not good. I used to use Steven when he was really good in the game, and then he got nerfed. No point in using him in rank because I'm going to get washed. I'm going to get absolutely washed. But yeah, y'all need to really pay attention to who you're nerfing. Jake is an abysmal character. Rain Dog, abysmal. LeBron, terrible. Banana Guard, he's like a noob killer. Still terrible. But anyways, man. Now for the final thing. Will I be quitting MultiVersus? The answer is as simple as this. No, I'm not quitting this game ever. I love this game. Every game has its problems. Every game has its ups and downs. But MultiVersus ultimately is headed in the right direction. Let me tell you something. If people want to make videos and say I'm quitting this and that, cool, whatever. I'm making that same video, except I'm not quitting. Talking about it, but I'm not quitting. But it's like, and the reason why I bring this up is because people come to my chat, it's the trolls, you know who you are, say, oh, this game's dead. If this game is dead, why are you bothering tuning into a MultiVersus stream? Why are you typing in MultiVersus on the search bar, finding MultiVersus streamers, and then typing that MultiVersus is dead in a chat full of people that are watching MultiVersus? It's a trend to say MultiVersus is dead. And I know people are gonna like talk shit, say, oh, you don't know what we're talking about, but bro, like the beta had its flaws too. Watch the beta gameplay. Yes, it's fast. It's fast. But it looks like a knockoff game. It looks like a bootleg game. The visuals aren't there. It's buggy. It just looks chaotic and just messy. Was it a good game? Fun to play? Yes. But it had its flaws. So don't be stuck in nostalgia. Don't be stuck saying, oh, they ruined the game. The beta was way better. Okay, even if the beta was way better, the way they're moving and progressing and making changes and making fixes was more than they've ever done, ever. In the beta, there was so many things wrong. I remember complaining and saying this game is going to die because of XYZ several times in the beta. The beta was far from perfect. The beta didn't even have rank. They had a bootleg leaderboard. Now we have ranked. We got Samurai Jack. We got Agent Smith. We got Jason. We got Beetlejuice corny ass. The game is thriving in its own way. It's thriving in terms of it's getting better. It's healing. Give this game some time, guys. Give this game some time. Don't hop on the bandwagon saying this game is dead. If you really don't like it, then don't play it. Don't go on Twitter crying saying the game's dead. Who cares? And to all the content creators that are milking views that are saying I'm quitting, you know exactly what you're doing. You're hopping on the bandwagon, hopping on the trend, and just doing no good for the game. Which is cool, you know? This internet, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you want to quit, go ahead, quit, man. Don't sit here bashing the game when they're fixing the game. Sure, it's taking forever, but they're fixing the game. People complain about games being trash or the devs just not knowing what they're doing all the time. And these devs, they listen to the community. They have live streams. They have Discords. They have active users on Twitch, like Nakat, Ajax, interacting with the community. What other devs do that? We're in such a good position, and we low-key got it good, bro. Shout out Ajax and Nakat, man. Like, bro, they're interacting with us, and they're like giving us teasers, and they're a part of the community. It's not like just their job to, you know, I don't know their exact titles, but they're not just doing it for the job. They love the game. They love the game, and now they work for the game. Like Nakat was creating content, Evo Champion. Now he works for them. I don't know what his title is. I'm sorry, but bro, he loves the game. I was like, bro, like we really got it good, man. Y'all just hopping on the bandwagon saying the game's dead, the game's a knockoff of this, and bro, shut up. Shut up. If you would really want to quit and not play the game, then do that. Don't hop in streams being toxic, this and that, because you're just hopping on the bandwagon and you're a follower. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to quit. MultiVersus stream Monday through Friday. You can count on that. MultiVersus content is never going to stop. I love this game, bro. If it wasn't for this game, man, I wouldn't know any of y'all in my streams. And this game has given me the opportunity to build a community, and I love my community. And I used to get no views on my videos. Now I get like hundreds, sometimes thousands. Now I get people coming to my stream to watch MultiVersus, man. Like, this game is lit, man. I love this game. Never gonna stop. The grind doesn't stop. Harley Quinn's not going nowhere. Evolution's not going nowhere, man. We're slaying. And just know every time I see a Jason in ranked, we eating good. Appreciate you all watching. Y'all be safe, man. Have a good one. As always, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.